Okay, Assalamualaikum. Very good morning to all. Okay, right. So we continue again our sessions, online sessions, online class, and we'll continue on the topics that we cover yesterday, just a little bit on the repetitions, and we continue again on these repetitions. And this session, I will like to focus on the first repetitions, which is on the for loops. So there are two repetitions that we need to study. The first one is the for, and also the second one is the while loop. So for this week, I need to cover for the first loop, for loop first, and then for the next following weeks, we need to cover on the while loop, right? Okay, so yesterday I talked about for loops, and there's example on the for loops that I already covered on that one. So today we go for on detail how we can use the for loops in our computer program in order to have some controls. So remember that the control that we have is if-else, right? So that is the example of the control flow in the program. How you need to control the program is depends on how you design it. Either you can use the if-else, right? Either you can use the for loops, whatever, and so on. So I would like to give some kind of the tutorial today, right? So the slide already given. What you need to know is that try to go look on the slides. There are examples. You can copy paste the code into the Tony software, run the program, and try to look what is happening on the codes. Okay. So today I give you some example, straightforward on the example. Okay. Yesterday we talked about hello there, hi there. We need to repeat this statement on output 4 times by using the for loops. Traditionally, we're gonna use without any loopings in the computer program. There's no for loops in this example. Yes, you will have the same output without any for loops, okay? But in this program, you will utilize numbers of lines, more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 lines in order to create this computer program. But if we compare to the in this one that will utilize the for loops, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. But at the end of the computer program, you will get the same output. So this is what we call the logical thinking, all right? Even though you have different kind of the idea to come out an output, the output is same. But the way that you write the code, it looks different, right? So let's say I give you one example. Okay, one example, one question to you. Okay. So you are being punished by the teacher. Okay. I know that maybe you have some experience during the secondary school. The teacher said, okay, you need to write down, okay, in handwriting. I will do my homework every day. I will do my homework every day. I will do my homework every day. I'm saying you saw I have some experience there. Okay. The teacher punished me. Okay, Zamri, write down these words 100 times in the book. I will do my homework. I will do my homework 100 times manually using the handwriting. Okay, so that is example of the repetitions in our scenario, right? So if we convert it one into the computer programs, it's look like this one. Okay, I open the Montoni here. So they say you are being punished. I will do my homework every day. I will do my homework every day. Okay. If you're a smart student, you maybe come up like something like this one. Okay, I don't want to type down manually. I want to make it the computer program write it to me. What I need to do is that I'm writing a code. Okay, just stating down the message here. I will do my homework. I will do my homework. Right. So repetitions is being executed by the computer program. Okay, so this is example how we can print out some kind of the statement output. Okay, it's anything, hello world, your name or server and so on. But in this lesson, I want to understand how the process of repetition is being done in the computer program. This example uses for loops. Okay, for and in range of 4, it will print out this message. Okay, can someone help me? How many messages will be print out for this statement?
4.
4.
5, I guess.
5, you guess? Okay, some of you say 4, some you say 5. Okay, you got
3.
different
1.
answer. Any answer? 5, 4. Who say 4?
3.
3.
3.
Okay, you got different answers. So it's okay. You are in the learning process. Okay. So if I print out this, if I run this program, it will execute output 4 times. Can someone verify me why is 4 times? Why is not 3? Why is 5? It's 4 times. Okay. If you still remember, yesterday I talked about range is the way that we list out numbers starting from 0. Okay, starting from 0. Range parenthesis 4 here. This one means they are starting from number 1. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then we stop until 4. 4 is not being included in the list of number. So it stopped until number 3 in the list here. But can you see here, it's still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, right? So what is happening here is that looping will, how many numbers do we have in this list? Four numbers, right? So it will do 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So loop number 1 is print out this one. And then it will loop again for the second number, print out this statement. Number 4 is 3, and also the last one will be 4. For this answer is what I'm saying, how many times this statement will be print out is 4 times, right? Okay. So how we can design this program by using the range here, make sure that if you want to put it, the answer, the output of this one is 4 times, the number here is, let's say 4 times, right? To put here is 4. It's 4, right? So it's because it's calculated starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. Okay. What is the list that will be added in the list here? In the list here, because it's starting from 0. Okay, it's all the numbers that is starting from 0, and this is a way that we can generate numbers of list. Okay, a list of numbers. Sorry, a list of numbers. Okay, and 4 here is indicate the starting. Sorry, is the stopping number. That's why 4 is not included in here, right? Okay. So if I want to prove it, what is the number inside this one? Okay, I can print out in here by using, okay, let's say print by using a list instruction, range 4. Never run the program. Sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, can you see here? So whenever you use a range 4 here, list is another instruction that we display what are the numbers that inside of this instruction, right? Okay, so I put here range 4 is indicate 0, 1, 2, 3. If I put here 10, I run the program again. it will start from 0 until the last number will be 9. But the length of this one, the length of the list here is 10 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we are starting from 0. Okay, so this is the way that you want to know what is the number inside this range actually. So this is the way that you can use for the output, right? Okay, so that one, this line number 3 is not being included in the syllabus actually, but it's for just for information. What are the number inside the range here? All right. So instead of this range here, we can set some kind of the step value. Let's say you want to starting from, you are skipping one number, 0, 2, 4, something, and so on. So it can be used by using this kind of the range instruction, right? So I don't want to go for detailed one because that one is not included in the syllabus. Okay, right. So this is what we call how we can repeat the same things again and again. Okay, so let's say I want to have some kind of the what we call input. Okay, input in the for loops, right? Let's say I want to key in enter first number, enter second number, or so and so on. So you can have some kind of the input instruction inside the repetitions block, which means that below line number 3, we together with the indentation here. Okay, just example. Put here X, something like that. Eval. This is the input. Let's say enter number. Okay, and then I print out whatever the number that I in. Number is right, and I want to purchase some output program and make sure that this is the statement that will be print out, that will be displayed whenever this looping will be stopped. I run the program. Okay, enter number. I put here 2. Number is 2. So this is the first loop, which means that I'm running the first loop for the first number. Okay, it requests the user to gain another number for the second loop. As I put here 6. So number is 6. Okay, request again the user to enter for the third loop. 5, 10. Okay, right. Try to look on this one. So this is the input. Enter number 2. Input for the loop number 1. Number is 2 is the output for loop number 1, the first loop. Is 2 the same thing? Request the user to key in some data. Again, the program will display the output. Enter the value again, and this is the final output, which means that the for loops is ended. Again, is ended like this way. All right. So we try to look on the variable parts here. Take a look on this one. Okay, and the value is 3. Okay, why is 3? Because the last number in the list here is 3. Okay, and we have X here is 10. Why 10? Because we put it inside the for loops here. In the looping here, there are 4 numbers. Why X is equal to 10? Meaning that it's the last number. It's the last number. Okay, I want to highlight here is that whatever you put the first number here in the first loop, this is 2, right? This one will be 2. Okay, I repeat, this one is 2, and this one will be 2. It will do the same thing again, looping again, right? It will request the same process. Okay, input it again. currently your x is equal to 2. Okay, currently is equal to 2. X equal to 2. 2 is a previous input given by the user. But since for the second loop, let's say you put here 6, 6 will be replaced to here. So number of 2 here will be replaced by 6 with the current value, right? This one will be 6. So remember that this is the assignment. Assignment. You are assigning the current value into the second loop, third loop, fourth loop, and so on. That's why the variable value in this component here is equal to 10. It's replaced by the latest number, which is 10. This one, right? Okay. So let's say you want to do some simple calculations. You want to add all numbers. Adding all numbers that you key in, okay, to get the total number. Let's say I give you an example. 2 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10. The total up is equal to 10, 15, 21. 21 will be 23. So the total value for all numbers that you gain is equal to 23. So how we can do this one is, this is the way that we do by using a looping. Then by using the looping, without any having additional variable, okay, maybe this one without any loops, you may thinking about, okay, value 1, v1, v2, v3, v4, and then you will have another additional variable which is total. Total equal to, I'm writing down here, total equal to v1 plus v2 plus v3 and v4, right? So how many variables you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variable. Okay, but by using the for loops, we don't use this one because v1, v2, v3, v4 is some kind of the looping. You again some value, and then they will get some numbers here. It's something like this one. Total equal to total plus value. Okay. We try to have some kind of this idea. The loops here. Okay. So I'm changing this one to V. V. Let's say total is what? All right. Okay. So I'm commenting this one first. Just delete this one. Right. Okay. Remove this one. Okay. And then I add total equal to total plus V. We try to look on this one. Okay, we run the program to request a number, enter number, let's say 2. Oops, sorry, total is not defined. Equal to total. Okay, so you need to have here variable total equal to 0 because this is the addition product. It must have some starting numbers is 0. Run the program, right? So enter number, let's say 2, 4, 6, and maybe 2 again. So total here 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, so we don't have any output in the shell here, but we have some output in the variables here. So total is 14. Okay, total is 14. So this is how we can do for the increment. It's not increment, is we want to do some calculations, okay, adding up all the numbers by from the user key in. So actually what is happening here is that, okay, let's say for example the first value v1 here is 2. Okay, is 2. Okay, since total here is the initial value is 0, so we will have here 0 plus v is 2, right? Okay, so this is the current value of this variable total. The total v is equal to 2. Loop again for the second number. Let's say here you enter a 4, right? 4. 4 will be stored into variable v, which means that v is here. So you are changing the v into 4, right? And here is total actually. Total here, current value of total here is 2, right? So that's why 2 plus 6 is equal to 6. So currently you got here for the second loop is 6. Okay. Loop again. Okay. For the third loop, you're entering value of 6, right? You're changing here is 6. Okay. And total here is currently is 6 as well. So right now your total here is become 12. For the last loop, okay, let's say number 2, this one will be 2, and this one will be 12. So it's equal to, right? Okay, how we can put the program in the output of total equal to 14 here? You just may change which is the outside of the repetitions, meaning that it doesn't have any indentation. It's not being inside the loop. But if you want to trace out what is the total of the current looping, okay, you can just print here, okay, current total is total, right? So you run the program. Let's say I'm using the same number current total is 14. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, so this one supposedly is total. I'm changing back to the original code. Total to V. Run a program again. Okay, enter number 2. Okay, current total is 2. I enter for the second loop 4. It will become 6. Current total is 6. Just like we do is now manually. Run again. Let's put here 6. Suppose it's 12. Okay, it's correct. It's 12. Then I put another number here. The last number is 2. Current total is 14. Okay, so if you want to print out the last total number, you can have another output here. Print total is total, right? So the thing is that what is differences between this line and also this line actually, right? In line number 6 here, we represent the current total for every iteration for each repetitions. Okay, so that's why you will see every time I enter the data, every time I enter the number, you got the current total is 2 first looping, 6 the second looping, 12 for the third looping, and 14 for the fourth looping. And once we already enter for the last number here, okay, and do until this line, right? It will hold the looping until 3 only because this is the maximum, the last number that we got in this one. Okay, so this one it will skip the looping and go for line number 8 and also line number 9, right? So since total here is come from the last value, okay, which is total equal to 14, so 14 will be printed out in here. Okay, so this is how we can apply assignment, calculations, outputs in the for loops. You can design anything inside this for loop actually. Okay, maybe you want to do some calculate the area of circles, rectangular, triangle, for example, and so on. We can do that, right? So for example, okay, before I proceed to the next one, did you have any questions? Ada soalan?
No,
No,
Doctor.
Doctor.
So far okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
Doctor.
faham.
Okay, nanti jangan saya bagi soalan uh, tak faham sir. Okay, right. That is okay. There is a learning curve as well. I proceed for the next example. Okay, looks similar, but we are doing some calculations, finding the area of circles, right? So as you can see here, already prepared, and you can look on this one in the slide as well, right? And calculate area of circles by using the for loops. Okay, and I have output statement programmed in. Inside the loop here, I have input, calculations, and also output. A very simple way. So we can repeat this process how many times? Okay, how many times? Berapa kali kita boleh process this statement, this process?
3 times.
3 times, right? Okay, we run the program. Okay, enter radius, I say 2. Head of circle is 12.56. Enter again, 3, 28.25999 something and so on. So I say 5. Okay, 78.5. Okay, just imagine that you are doing the same thing again and again, but you will have the different output according to the radius that you put here. If you put radius 2, it will calculate, okay, process again the same thing again, but the output is different. 12.56 for 2, for the 3 is 28.255 and so on, right? Okay, so that is how we can handle the program in the how we can add the repetitions together with the input calculation as output in the repetition. Okay, right. Let's say I want to modify this program, okay, and then I want to add some kind of the conditions. I want to add a condition if the area is less than 100. Okay, is the area is 100. I want to print out the message acceptable. Otherwise, I want to print out the message is not acceptable. This one is just example, even though it's not in the real time, in the real world. Okay, so we have here is 12, 28, and 78 for each of the iteration. Okay, before maybe you want to do some conditions here, we can add the conditions in the looping as well to make sure that we have additional conditions, additional control in the program. By adding here, if let's say area maybe I want to have is greater or equal is greater than 10, for example, is greater than 10, meaning that it's starting from 10.1 acceptable. I want to print out a message here, print acceptable. Okay, right? So otherwise, else is less than, meaning this one will be less than 10, right? Don't forget to put double dot here, print a message, not acceptable. Okay, right. So we try to run the program. So according to the numbers that we have here, right? According to the output for this 3 iteration, 12.56, 28.559, 78.5, all the numbers output here is acceptable. Okay, we try to run again this program. Is say 2, right? Okay, 2, whatever I put here 2, it will do the calculations in line number 5, right? And print out the output, which is in the line number 6. Area here is 12.56. Okay, and between line number 8 until line number 11 are the conditions that we need to look at. Okay, right. So 12.56, this one is very straightforward. Okay, 12.56 is greater than 10, of course, right? So it will print out acceptable. Okay, let's say we want to try that less than 10. I want to put here only 1. You see here, it's only 3.14 because 3.14 multiplied by 1 and multiplied by 1, you will get the same value as pi value 3.14. Okay, so it will print out not acceptable, right? Okay, this is how you add another process in the loopings. Okay, whenever you do the looping again, of course you can do anything inside in computer program. So this is how we can design our program, okay, according to our logic. Okay, so this is one example. One example. Okay, imagine that you have some to do with the some calculator and so on. You want to find out let's say example you have one budget. Okay, you want to have what do you call okay, you want to renovate your house, okay, by adding new tiles in the floor, right? You only have one budget here, let's say 2000. Okay, maybe you want to do some kind of the, okay, let's say I have only 2000. What kind of the tiles that's suitable, what kind of the price of the tile for each tile is suitable for my budget. Okay, my budget. Maybe okay, you want to do, you will repeat again, you will go to this factory manufacturer. Okay, I want to see this one and so on. I only have the budget. Okay, I don't want, it's too expensive. I need to go to the other other shops. Okay, the other shop as well is over budget and so on. I look for the third one. Okay, this is my budget, acceptable for my budget. You can think about this one. Okay, you are having different kind of the situation here. You are looking again, you are asking for the shop. Okay, this one, okay, no, this is over the budget. Second shop, over budget again. Okay, the third shop is okay, is meet my expectation, is under my budget, so I have at least more extra money for that one. Okay, so you can think about like that way lah. Okay, think about like that way. Okay, if you don't have any questions, so that's the only things that I cover for this day. Very simple. Okay, only give you two example, and if you can understand these two example, all right, this will help you to understand for the second, for the what you call during the exercise, right? During the exercise, and also understand how the process of repetition for the while loop later, right? Okay, so while loop is looks similar. Okay, similar. We have a for here, but the way they represent the syntax is different. But the way the logical thinking is same.